Game 3 as we head back to the Fortress in Las Vegas between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Las Vegas Golden Knights. The series is tied 1-1. Let's see how game 3 goes. Me, JD, and Perlo are here to break it all down for you. Let's do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Forecheck podcast, where we get you best bets, insight, and information for your daily betting hockey card. I am your host, Exotic Wagers. Game 3 on tap for the Stanley Cup Finals between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Las Vegas Golden Knights as we head down to the Fortress down in Las Vegas, 8 p.m. Eastern. JD, Perlo, how is your Saturday morning gone so far?
It's gone great for me. I mean, I don't know. Got up about 6 a.m. local time here in Vegas, and bright sunshine. Can't wait for Game 3 tonight.
Yeah, I would be excited if I was there too. Perlo, how you doing this morning?
Try six. I am not understanding what you're saying. 6 What is that?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Oh,
6
Is
a.m.
that a thing that exists?
you. I think you. I
Okay.
think you're in nap 3 during that time.
I'm skipping nap 4 right now. I got to pull 2 after this. Yeah. It's going good. I just woke up like 3 minutes ago. So, and that was not that's not the normal plan, but for this show, I'll be ready to go. Well, at least somewhat, anyways. Yeah, it's good. It's good Saturday. It's beautiful outside. Beautiful in Indiana this week, man. Oh, awesome. Beautiful. I
Yeah, we
love the
got
weather.
the we got the nice warm weather here. JD was also mentioning that he's in triple digit weather as well. So,
Oh, is it? No.
yeah, it's been 100 for a couple days. But I'm getting used to
We're
it. I'm
sitting
sure.
80, 80, 82. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
by the time it hits 114, it'll feel like it's 100 today. So,
Oof. If I
but
can find the temperature on my oven, I don't want to be there.
yeah, when the temperature is your oven's minimum, you don't want to be
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Could literally
Yeah,
hit pizza and cook something.
Yeah, on the other hand though, like
yeah.
I've went to Dallas, I've went to Florida, and I'm
Oh, I've
like,
heard
I
that
would take the
story.
dry heat all day long. I cannot stand the
100%.
humidity.
I
Yeah.
spent last summer, the summer before, I had trips to both Dallas and Houston for work, and yeah, I mean, it was brutal, absolutely brutal.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get out
I
the
worked with
shower and it's like the endless job of drying yourself with this towel.
Yeah.
I worked with people in Canada from Dallas, and they said, like, I said, yeah, did you ever get used to it? And they're like, no, no. We're like you guys in the winter. We don't leave the house for like 2 months or 3 months or whatever. So they never
Yeah, I
get
find
used
it
to it.
funny too, because like here in Arizona with the dry heat, a lot of people have swamp coolers, and you go into other states where the humidity is high, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" But it's because the swamp cooler don't work in the states because the
Yeah.
humidity is already so high, so you can't add damp air to the already damp air. So, but game 3 on tap for us for Saturday here, June 6th. We head back to the Fortress 1-1 after what I thought was probably going to be a Vegas victory. Carolina comes back uh, in fashion like Vegas came back. And I feel like no matter which team is leading in this series, I'm not comfortable with the lead for either one. and it's weird because, like, you see tons of high danger chances, and then that last one, like, it was a dead under there till the end, and I felt like with all those high danger chances, this could be a, a 5-4 game like it was in game 1, and it almost seemed like it was gonna be a 3-2 there, and before you knew it, it was 3-3, and we're headed into overtime.
My condolences to anybody who had the under in game two. 2-0, less than 10 minutes to go, and you lose your bet. That's whiskey revolver territory.
Mhm.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
That was just brutal. But look, I think that here we are. We've got what now, 16 goals through 2 games in this series. That over 31 and a half that I wish that I was on, 31 and a half total goals, is looking really good. It wasn't looking good, when it was 2-0. But I just expect much of the same. I mean, Dre, you brought it up going into game two. It's now 8 straight games for Freddie that Vegas has scored 3 goals, at least 3 goals on him. And Carter Hart's now given up at least 2 goals. I think it's now what, 9 of his last 11 games. So I just think, for me, you can't. I can't get to betting the under in this game. I would. I've got a way that I'm going to target the over at plus money, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Perla?
Yeah, I mean, I actually would lean the under here, but like JD said, I don't know if I can get to it. Like no goals first five under 6.5. Um, if McNabb is not there, I think there will be a lot of focus on defense, but McNabb is not there. So, you got both, right? Like, it's going to be tougher for Vegas with McNabb not there if he's not playing. And I'm not aware of whether he is or not. The fact that he didn't come back and play tells me there's probably something broken in there besides his nose,
Well,
because
he did
there's
make
just,
Perlo. He did make it back to the rink in the third period, so that was an
okay,
encouraging sign. He didn't play.
that's good.
He did
Yeah.
travel home with the team, so whatever his injury is, it didn't prevent him from flying, which it could always be a concern. But he did
Maybe he's
fly
just got
back
to
with the
get the
team. He was
swelling
at the
down in
rink.
his eyes. Maybe he's just got to get the swelling down in his eyes from the broken nose. That can happen, and it's
Well,
not anything
yeah, and I think
facial.
you could have. I don't know if you remember Charlie McAvoy. Basically, he played with the bubble, like with the big. He had the shield,
Yeah, yeah,
the
the
cage
fish,
when
the
he had the
fishbowl.
broken nose. So
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
I think we'll see, because Tortorella would had no update
No,
Friday,
he's not going to tell you
and
nothing.
they're not going to have a morning skate today. No, I know,
Oh,
but I'm just saying, and there's no morning skate because of the
mm.
5 o'clock start. So plus, it's a brutal travel schedule for both teams. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
both flying out on Friday, and now have to get adjusted to the time change. But you see how that plays into it.
Rico
Yeah.
said that they took the save away from McNabb because the save he made on his face
Block
was above the crossbar. So
the block. Yeah, give the guy a token block there.
God, the
Jeez.
block! Oh my God!
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
took it away.
God!
It was not a block shot
That's
because it was going to go over the net.
that's my God! What are they again? They brought out the protractor and the ruler, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I forgot about the protractor and the toggle thing. Toggle, don't forget the toggle thing.
yeah, the block that
Um,
broke his face that was in a block.
Yeah, right.
you don't even get the block shot added to your freaking stat sheet. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, for the travel aspect, I prefer Vegas in that spot if Carolina's legs are a little wonky, because I trust Vegas's system with a little wonkier legs than I do Carolina's. Um, so this Carolina has been the team to score first every game, but I kind of like Vegas in the
No,
first
no,
period.
no! Stop! Not last
They
game.
haven't. Oh no, the last game Vegas scored first, right? Absolutely.
Yep.
So yeah, I kind of like Vegas first period in that respect. Then Carolina gets it going. I'm going to go back to the draw here, but I've already got 3 draws in the series as a future. And I have one to go 2 overtimes. That other one, that sucked, that they scored so quickly. So I like the draw. As far as the over under is concerned, I my gut says it's going to be tighter, but I don't know if I still looking at Anderson. I don't get confidence when he's like Vegas misses shots and he just looks like he overcommits to shots still. If Vegas can just find the way to get more shots on him, then they're probably winning this game. If I'm going to look at the over, like JD is saying, I'm probably going to look at Vegas team total over again. I just have more confidence that Anderson's going to let in 3. I think Hart. Uh, Most of the has there been goals really? Like I haven't really paid. Has there been goals that Hart should have had?
I wouldn't. I don't think he's necessarily given up bad goals, but um, yeah, I don't. I wouldn't fault him. I just no, not necessarily. I don't think he's
Yeah.
given up bad goals, but I just think that I mean, just the end of the day, they're giving up goals. Now, I do think your guys' opinion. I thought that was Freddie Anderson's best game, at least in a playoff game in maybe 4 years, especially in the third period. I thought
Yeah,
I love hammering Freddie, but I thought he was I thought he played really well.
it feels like he has his spurts, like where he just gets dialed in a little bit, and then other times he looks like he's pretty aloof and he's
Yeah.
beatable. So it's that's why it's a tough series to go. That's why I just like the draws, because if it comes down to one team being down, um, then I feel like the goaltending or defense might let them down. What did you think about Vegas? Like, did you think they just got back on their heels a little bit? Did Carolina force them? But like the last part of the
Well,
third in overtime, Vegas looked like they were sucking wind, or they were playing nervous and playing not to lose rather than trying to win. What do you think, JD?
no, okay. Vegas never plays not to lose, in my opinion. I thought that I thought they looked gassed,
Okay.
and I think especially on the back end, the 5D. This is where I think that Carolina's you know the way they push the pace. I think that really just wore those guys down. That was I could see it happening. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but just before the Stankoven goal, which was, I mean, that was a goal that went off of Lausanne's skate. It wasn't,
Yeah.
they all count. I'm just saying, like that wasn't. They got a nice break there, and I'm not taking anything away. They put the pressure on, but just before that goal, there were 2 things that they did in the arena. They played Bonnie Tyler's "We Need a Hero" song, and or "Holding On for a Hero." Can't remember the exact title. And then they also said they also asked the fans to go tarps off.
Oh shit. That's cool. And a lot of them
So
abided.
those, yeah. Well, and I don't know if like all of Stankoven's buddies went tarps off, and he was saying in his post game interview on Hockey Night, he's like, yeah, when he saw the video of it, he's like, yeah, that whoever it was, he's like, that guy should not go tarps off.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean,
So
I felt like, and maybe kind of coincides with both of you guys said, but I felt like Vegas looked great for 2 periods, and
they look
it's
great
kind
for
of
50 minutes.
yeah, and it kind of seemed like Vegas got surprised by the burst of energy that they had there in that last 10-15 minutes, where I just don't think they had it. And they didn't expect that from Carolina because they thought they were probably at that same use of energy level, and they weren't. I mean, they were able to keep
Well,
the
I just think
puck.
Carolina they just built off the momentum of the goal by Stankoven, the crowd,
Yeah,
and I really thought Vegas to me just looked like they were sucking wind.
yeah.
Um,
And all of a
so
sudden, they couldn't get it out of their own zone. Uh,
yeah,
and Carolina was very comfortable. and confident and keeping it in the zone, and yeah, ultimately led to a goal and led to a win. I mean, that last goal there in overtime, Hart was very late to the puck, and he was just floating over. I don't think he saw it. He was just floating over to get over there and hope he ran into it because it
Well,
came
you know
across
what?
his
You could
body, right? It was on the
Dre give
far
credit.
side goal.
Gostisbehere gets
Yeah,
all the credit for that goal because Gostisbehere talked about the fact that they were all playing for his shot, and he said this is a play that he used when he was in Detroit with DeBrincat. He knew that they would be playing. The fours were playing up high, and he knew he had two open flanks, and so he faked the shot and then went to Jarvis, and
yeah,
not enough time for Hart to react. It was a great play
yeah,
by Gostisbehere.
yeah. I saw him pull, like when they did the replay, he pulled back like he was gonna do almost like a one timer, and
Yeah,
then he like just swept to the side, but his head always stayed straight right on goal.
yeah,
And that's what
yeah.
led to Hart sliding over late, and then he was just sliding over to slide over because he was trying to guess where it was because he didn't see it. Sure.
Yeah, and
And yeah,
Jarvis talked about the fact like he whiffed on his shot in game one. He made no mistake here in game two.
yeah. And that's what,
So
what we said.
Carolina
They
had the desperation factor at the end too. It was like they, you know,
Well, they had a
going
power play,
going
Perlo.
down 2-0. Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's that before that even. It's just that you said the fans and it's just like this desperation energy. I know how it feels. And then the play, of course, the goal that should have been, I don't know where the ref was, like how he saw it or whatever, but that should have been a goal. And I think
Well,
that's pretty
okay, but
deflating.
in fairness, I don't. Here's my issue with that play. I have no problem with him calling it no goal, like goalie interference, because that great ref cam shot that they had. I don't.
Mhm.
There's no way that he. I could see
I agree.
there were two things that
I
could have
agree.
happened. It
I
could have
agree.
been goalie interference, or what I think should have happened was I don't know how he doesn't lose sight of the puck, and he should have blown the play dead, and then it could have been reviewed by the league
Yeah.
for was it a continuation play, and that way no challenge takes place.
Yeah. Yeah.
It the
Yeah,
league
I agree with
that
you
play
though.
was
I don't blame the ref for not calling it, but when it's challenged and you've got all those angles, I don't see how they don't see that that was a goal.
yeah
Because
that's
it
the part.
wasn't
Well,
challenged for
yeah,
goaltender interference. It was challenged for, or yeah, it was challenged for goaltender interference.
yes,
But I don't see how you can take all those angles that you get and still call that a goal.
the puck is
No,
sitting
I'm not.
there. Freddie trying to push the puck under his body, and it's
Yeah,
loose, and that's where Barbashev hits the puck. I don't
exactly.
get it, but there would have
Should
been
have
a
been
riot in the
should have been
building.
a goal.
There would have been a riot
Yeah.
if that goal.
Maybe that's it. It would have been. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes,
It should have been. It's all I know is it should have been a goal, and I think that's pretty
yep.
deflating in itself. Now you got to kill a penalty, and you did, and
Well,
you
yeah,
have
but
that
it wasn't
excess.
that deflating. They tied the game.
Yeah, yeah. So
They don't go
yeah,
away.
when I saw that penalty happen, I'm like, I know Vegas's penalty kill's been great, but I felt like this is it. It's over. Like
Mm.
every time I see a penalty in overtime, I feel like it's over though, I guess.
Oh, the overtime one. I'm just talking about the
Yeah.
challenge penalty. The problem that also Vegas had, you know, not having McNabb for the penalty kill, really that
yeah,
also that hurt them because they were 2 for 2 with McNabb, not in the game.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. It's funny
but
though.
whatever. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I'm leaning to Vegas first period just because I think the travel spot is better for Vegas here, and they have
Yeah,
the energy and all that kind of stuff like that.
I kind of agree that like I feel like this game should be a lower scoring game, but it's kind of hard to get there just based on what we've seen and how both of these teams fared to not hold a lead, and seems like anything can happen in that last 10, 20 minutes there in third period. So I do have two plays out. I'm kind of hoping that I can middle it. As long as somebody doesn't win by 3 goals, I'm going to get both of them. But both of them contain the +2.5 for both sides. So +2.5
Mm-hmm.
for Carolina, +2.5 for Vegas. And one of them is both teams to score 2, and the other one's under 7.5. So I think we're probably going to see, even if we get to a 4-3 game, that would still cash. So I'm just hoping. I'm more worried about the 7 than I am about both teams to score 2. But it seemed like it was even hard to get to that 2-2 in the last game, and it just kind of opened up there and ended up 3-3 going into overtime. So hopefully I can
Trey,
middle
what
both
what
of
did
those two.
so you got both teams to score 2, and what was the third part of like the first one?
So
Not the under
it
7.5.
Yeah, so it's both of them +2.5.
Yeah.
So, and then on one of the parlays, it's both teams to score 2, and then on the other one, it's under 7.5. But both of them have the
So
puck
both
line at
teams to
plus two and a
score
half.
2.
Yeah,
So wait, both teams to score 2, and who plus 2.5?
both both teams plus two and
Oh,
a
and
half.
and
So
what does that pay?
so the both teams to score 2 and both puck line +2.5 is -110, and
Okay.
then the puck line +2.5 and the under 7.5 is -120.
So I did both teams plus 2.5 and over 4.5 at plus 105.
I like that.
And I did both teams plus 2.5 and over 5.5 smaller play at plus 187.
I like that. I really think it's a I want to say it's a 2-3 game. Could be 2-4 depending on when that lead comes in for
Right.
but I don't think, again, I even said it after game 1, I wanted to play the under in that game too, and it was almost a stone cold under until the last 10 minutes.
Till it
So
wasn't.
until it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. And I always hate 5.5s, and I mean, but yeah, that ended up being 7, right? So
Right. Well, that's why I do like the 4.5, and that's why I made that a 2 unit play at plus 105. Um,
yeah, I like that.
I, I I went back and looked. So Vegas has, what is it now? Vegas, 15 of their 18 playoff games have been decided by 2 goals or less. And for Carolina, it's 10 of 15, 2 goals or less.
Yeah.
So that's
And I
why
wanted to
I
get
think the plus 2.5.
I wanted to get back to that Vegas team total again too, but you got to play the flat 3 because the 2.5 is too juiced. And when I
I
went and
went,
looked at,
I bought the juice.
you
I
bought the
paid the
juice.
tax.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
it's
thought
no,
about
it's
just,
minus 160 from minus 125. But
yeah.
I
I,
just,
I
I just kind of, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I think if you can find a good leg to parlay it with, and if you don't want to drink the juice, it's a good lay. I just didn't want to play the flat 3 because, like, if you look at all of Freddie's games, there's a lot of threes in there.
Yes.
So,
Yes, exactly. That was my thinking.
yeah.
That was my
So,
thinking.
Martinook over 1.5 shots. I took it last night. That he's going over every single game. It was at plus 130. It's dropping now.
What's it
Um,
at now?
I'm gonna take a look. I got it at plus 100.
I got it here.
I'll tell you in a second.
It's even money.
It's
Plus
even money
100.
still.
It's plus 100 and minus
Yeah,
105
plus
on
100.
DraftKings.
Yeah, plus 100. Yeah, he's been going over every game. That one I give to Rico. Rico's the one that woke me up to that one. I've been playing it the last couple of days.
No, Prillo, you
Carolina.
got to take credit for other people's work. You're never going to make it in this business.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's why I'm not. Yeah, no, maybe that's it. That's the reason why I'm not on
There you
TSN.
go.
Need to start taking credit for other people's work a lot more. What was it? Carolina first five shots. That's I have. Martinook over shots, and I'm staying away from goalie props for sure. If I would take
Yeah,
anything, and I would actually lean the other way with Hart and go under saves at 28 and a half. Vegas is holding them under. I just can't think. I just can't believe that Vegas can hold them to the 26, 25 shots and Carolina wins this series. I can't believe that that would be the case. And the draw, I like the draw, but like I said, I already have the future on the draw, so it's
yeah.
up to you if you want to play it or not. I like the draw. 2-2,
From
three
the
two would be good
yeah,
for everybody here. 3-2, three
yeah.
two score overtime. That would be perfect.
From the world of crazy stats, Vegas has won 7 consecutive odd numbered games in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed
Wow.
that. Yeah, it's odd.
Would you guys
Yeah,
lean?
they've
Would
only
you guys
lost
lean the
back to
first?
back once under Torts, and that was games 2 and 3 to Utah.
Yeah.
You how do you guys feel about the first period? Like I was actually thinking about betting the under first period, but just because I feel like it's a lower scoring game, but I also could feel like, Vegas being back at home. They are typically slow starters, correct? Vegas, if
Yeah,
my
they are.
memory serves.
But I don't know. I just feel better about those +2.5 props and the team total. I like what Perlo's selling here with Martin. I think that's a great play. Um, Rico, you had nothing to do with it, and
Yeah.
I got to go back to Howden. Although the books are now have him under +300.
Wow.
I think he's at 270.
That dude has been, I mean, that dude has been unbelievable. And how about all these
Yeah.
like these lob dump outs that had just been working for these one-on-ones breakaways? It's
Well, I think that that's the way you beat the press.
Yep.
Vegas talked, Montreal had talked about it, could never execute it. But that's the second time Vegas did it because they had that stone to the McNabb to Stone one in the Anaheim series, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to give up the puck to get the puck.
There you go. Right. That's what
Um,
Marty
the
St. Louis said.
what was I going to say? Oh, it seems like if Vegas has a slow start, they win, and if they have a fast start, they lose.
Well, I
They
mean, look, so it's
if they
now
have a
what?
fast
It's
start, they
now
run out of gas at the end. If they have a slow start, they bet them to win it. Bet them puck line in the third. It
yeah.
seems that way.
I mean, they've come from behind in 7 of their 13 wins.
Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, those are my. Those would be my first period. I might put a smidge on Vegas first period. I just think the travel spot I like better for Vegas. Isn't Vegas like I've asked you this before. Altitude in Vegas, what is that compared
No,
to
there's no
Carolina?
altitude. There's
No
heat.
altitude, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just the
just
heat.
heat.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
The
not going to
land
be
is
a factor.
flat. It's flat.
That's not going to be a factor. So I
Yeah.
just
No.
yeah, I just prefer the travel spot for Vegas, the energy in the crowd and all that stuff like that. I could see Carolina coming out a little wobbly legged off of the time change benefit. There is no difference, but it's with the time change. I just prefer. I think Vegas in the first. Whether they can win the full game, I'm probably just going to take the draw. Those are my plays there.
Dre, what
Martinook,
about
probably.
shots?
So
Other,
my four-legger didn't cash in game two like it did in game one.
yeah, mine
And to
either.
be and to be honest, if I'm gonna take anybody, I'm just gonna take somebody on the Carolina side. I think I'm done trying to guess who's gonna get to three on Vegas because it's usually very slim of who gets there. But And you've seen they've kind of targeted Jarvis. I know he got that overtime game winner, but I mean they're targeting everybody though. They just immediately go and suffocate the puck. Um, if I was gonna look at anybody, I'd be looking somebody on that second line for Carolina. Like I was either thinking of taking Blake or Hall. Those were kind of two I
Yeah.
was looking at. I know Stankoven. I think did he have? I think he had 3 in that last game. I know he had the goal. Uh, but like even to Perlo's point about Martin Hook, that's another one. I do have a 33% boost on Hard Rock, so I'm probably gonna put something together. Um, but
I
I mean, Brenda
didn't.
Moore
I
too,
think
switching up the
Carlson.
lines that last game really
William
worked
Carlson
helped.
goes over his 1.5.
Oh
It
yeah, he's
seems.
been going over his 1.5. He has.
Mm.
Aho
Yeah.
was the
So
shooter
Hall
last.
had
He had
4.
4.
Oh, Ehlers. Ehlers
Yeah,
had 4 last game. Aho had 4. Um,
like Blake had
where's that
none.
Stank?
I
Stankoven
like
only
that.
had 2.
I wonder
Oh
if they're
yeah.
going to put Ehlers on the top line again. I probably not. I think he'll probably go back to that line that he had. But they did put him up on the top line for a while last.
Yeah. Marner had 3 last game, and Carlson had 2. Marner had 7 attempts total.
Yeah.
But
Eichel
Wild
had
Bill for
2.
2.
What's mind-boggling to me is Svechnikov. Like he's.
Yeah.
What's
Milk cart.
Yep.
Lady Valeria brought up a good one too. That left wing lock system for Barbashev is getting a lot of shots, 5 and 3 in the series so far.
Yeah, this was a good one she brought up. She said JD loved the suit look on Beeson.
This. Oh. Oh yeah. I brought up the jacket on Thursday. Yeah. I felt pressured because the 2 hosts were wearing jackets for the. So it's just like I got to break it out.
Yeah.
If she only knew what I was wearing, from the waist down, like a
I,
nice pair
I
of
need.
workout shorts.
I got to get an extra nap in after this. I don't need that visual. Thanks.
Yeah, well, you. Hey, I didn't charge you for it, so.
I'd probably have to pay you. Yeah, I would definitely have to pay you to not say that again.
Okay. So
uh,
you can get Wild Bill and Martinook at plus 204 each for 2 shots.
Oh, that one's nice. I like that. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Jarvis barely got off those 2. Aho had 4 that last game. But
I mean, I
maybe
may. Uh,
I was gonna say
and you said
maybe
Barbashev?
Ehlers for 2. Do Ehlers for 2, and I mean you could do Ehlers and Jarvis. I don't know what that's gonna get you, but Ehlers is plus money at 3, so probably a good minus 180 for 2, and Jarvis is probably going to be north of 200, but that should at least get you
So
closer
at
to even money.
DraftKings, Carlson, Martinook, and Ehlers for 2 is plus 300
That's
because
pretty
they have
good.
Ehlers for 2 at minus 265. I can't believe Eichel gets shut down again. Like he had, like when was the last time? Like Eichel just does not go
he
back to
doesn't
back
shoot
games
on the
without.
power play at all.
No,
Yeah, but
He's
he didn't shoot it. He had no shots and no attempts last
no
game.
attempts.
yeah.
Correct.
He goes through stretches where he will and then he doesn't, and I don't know.
I don't know. He hasn't gone through stretches like
He's got
that.
a
That's the
killer
problem.
shot too. If he would shoot more, like I don't really get why a coach can't get through to him. Like you don't need to pass it off every freaking game, every time. But
I mean, you would
he
think by
does.
now, too, the goalie is probably expecting pass. Just shoot it.
Right.
Yeah. Like I understand he plays down in the half boards. It's his job to run the power play, but every once in a while you can screw him up and you know shoot, but he doesn't.
Vegas has done a good job though of like trying to spread out the middle of the inside of the ice there, and then they just get a couple guys down there and throw the puck down there and hope it hits a body, and then they just play for the puck. I mean, that's what you got to do to find ways to get pucks to the net against Carolina because they're
Yeah.
just so good defensively.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to go with the Carlson and Martinook each for 2 at plus 204. I think the Martinook
Yeah,
numbers.
I'm probably gonna get to something like that too,
I mean,
for sure.
Carlson, it's what? It's now 5 straight and 7 of 10 with at least 2 shots.
What I
Yeah.
like on
Five.
Ehlers' side is the volume has been insane. Like he had 10 attempts in that last game.
Who's that?
Ehlers,
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just been shooting like crazy.
I wonder if it's going to be a little different now that the matchups have changed. That's the only thing.
well, that's, yeah.
But,
Man, Keandre Miller had 7 shots directed at the net, not 1 hit. But yeah, Ehlers four shots on goal, 5 missed the target, 1 was blocked.
yeah, Martinook and Stahl do a lot of the work there, and his job is to get open, and they flip it out to him on
Yeah,
the defenseman.
You
yeah,
know, I would
yeah.
think
Well, the
with,
stall line did a. Go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say, you know, with Vegas getting last change and being able to get the favorable matchups, like you would think that Dorofeev, like I was on Dorofeev last game and he didn't have jack shit, but
Right, me too. Yeah.
um, yeah, I would just think in
At
this game
home,
they got to try to
I
find
like to take
opportunities for
Dorothea
him.
at home.
Besides him
I
and
like
Yeah,
to.
Howden, I
if you
mean, they're
because
their best scorers, right?
yeah, because Stahl did a great job. That line did a really good job shutting down Eichel last game.
Yeah.
So, all right, I gotta get my article in for VSiN.
Okay.
So I think yeah, the parlay, the plus 2.5 parlays, the Vegas team total. I got to come back with Howden, even at plus 270. I mean, how do you? I mean, you guys agree?
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the opportunities. Like even if like he had two in that last game, and I felt like he had the opportunity for four or five. You know, I don't know how
Yeah.
many shots he had on goal, but just seems like he's always in the right spot in the right time. And yeah, it's just
Well, he only had
crazy.
3. He had 3 shots on goal, and he scored on 2 of them. And he had no. He, all three. He had no other shots blocked or missed.
Yeah. I mean, and he's been like that second goal, what he did and get it around the
Yeah.
goalie and his foot, like that
Yeah.
was just that's
That was
somebody
sick.
that's in the zone. Like
Yeah.
he's just feeling it, and he has
Yeah.
100% confidence, and that's just
Yeah.
leading right down his stick and into the puck, so into the back of the net.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
Burlow, tell 'em where they can find you.
Perlo's NHL POW on Twitter. There. Excuse me. I have to take another. You got on Twitter. You can go fight it out with me on a whole bunch of Larkin stuff there on my feed. Holy crap, I'm getting just slammed all over the place for my takes. But also, you can go on the top in the profile, pinned to my profile, over to my Winnable, and use the promo code Hymies12. You get 150 for all my picks for 150 bucks for a full calendar year. You can also go monthly or weekly, and you get uh, Swag's picks for baseball. He's crushing. If you get that, or you can just take his monthly. It's only 25 bucks. He's doing excellent. And Larry, our new advertising agent for Jaime's Body Lube, he has put together quite the package to show you some of our barbecue packages for Jaime's this last little while. You go check out my new profile picture that I have for myself on Twitter as well. It gives you an idea what that is. But if you come to my channel, because what would tomorrow will be, uh, we're not on for 2 days now, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Not
there's not
wouldn't be on
another
until
game.
Monday.
Wouldn't be on
Yeah,
until
Yeah.
Monday. So Monday you'll have to be on my channel. Search Perloism on YouTube or whatever. You could we should put the link down on the bottom, I guess, so they can in your description for my channel, so they can just hit it. Because I'll be on there and I'll show you all the wares that Larry, the advertising agent, has put together. It's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. You can also find it on my Twitter as well. I'll put them up on Twitter as well. You can check them out. I didn't show you guys one. He has one of the Perlocopter bringing a vat of Jaime's down. So it's pretty. I'll post that up. It's
All
yeah, it's
right.
fun. All right,
And
that's and of course, don't forget to do your finger Pilates. Tap that like button. Subscribe, boys and girls. Subscribe. We have like so many people watching, and many of you haven't subscribed for some reason. It checks on the analytics on my channel, and I don't know why you'd want to do that. I don't know, but why you would not want to get the notification button and get this fine frolic come to you right at your door, right at the moment. You can just stop everything. Yeah, it's a great excuse if you're having an argument with the old lady or something. Just say sorry. More important things are happening right now, so go do that. Okay.
all right. And JD, they can find your articles over on VSiN. And what else you got
Articles
going
over
on?
on VSiN, and then I'll be on at 2:30 Pacific today from live from T-Mobile on VSiN.
Nice. Yeah, enjoy the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Yeah.
your gambling if you decide to do any more, but I think you're pretty set there.
Pretty sad.
We're
Yeah.
not gambling on the show. We're investing, right? That's what we're doing. We're investing.
No, yesterday I gambled and won, but
Okay.
So he's just trying not to give any of
Are
it
you
back.
in Vegas right now, JD?
yeah,
Oh, nice. So you actually gambled? You went to like play the slots? Or
I
something?
did. I was telling Dre I had a nice like essentially $2,000 hit on a table game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Which table game?
Ultimate Hold'em.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the house, Hold'em.
I pulled quads. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sweet.
On a bonus.
On a bonus,
Yeah.
major. Yeah. It was sweet. And then it was
Yeah.
good night, everybody. I'm done.
See ya. Yeah, I better get out of
See
here
ya.
before I give it
A
back.
hit and run. It was a hit and run.
And you can find me over on X, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch at Exotic Wagers. You can also find the link to the Legacy Sports Discord. Get all of my plays for free. You can also get them through Winnable and get them text, emailed, or get them via Telegram. But thank you guys for tuning in. For Perlo, JD, I'm Exotic Wagers. We will catch you guys next time on Monday on Perlo's channel. Have a great weekend. Cash all your bets, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.